And we're back. Day 80 of the cut. 247 body weight this morning, which is freaking sweet because that means we only got 22 more pounds to lose before May 9th to hit that 100 pounds in a year target. But it's also kind of not sweet because I am definitely feeling the state of the cut right now. And today is the speed squat max effort day of the layout, which means with how I feel, it's either going to have to be a get under the bar, start waking up, start feeling better, make it a good day kind of day. And if we can't do that, it's going to be a whatever, we stay asleep, but we still do whatever the hell we can to make it a good day kind of day, because we're going to have at least a half decent, good kind of day, no matter what. I don't know if that makes sense, but I'm hungry, so forgive me. Like, brain is functioning at a very low level right now, and just folding up my knee sleeve is probably too hard of a task on its own. And the plan for max effort deads is I ran Sumo off the wagon wheels a couple weeks ago. I think since we don't have wagon wheels or blocks or anything here, what I'm going to do is just pull Sumo off the floor, and I've really been looking forward to this for the last couple of days since I kind of pulled the trigger on this idea. And the reason I'm looking forward to it is not because I'm expecting it to be good. Like, my Sumo deadlift is atrocious compared to my conventional, but running the hook grip off the wagon wheels, it felt like the best Sumo has ever felt up to this point. So I'm at least curious to see if we can make it also happen half decent execution wise off the floor, or if it was just the wagon wheels being cheating. We'll find out in a few minutes because speed squats first. And for that, we're going to be sticking with stupid cambered bar attachments on the SSB, because groove-wise for me, it's going to be the closest thing to my competition low bar without having a squat bar or a monolift here yet. Tyler, do you want to take the bar? Okay, straight to a plate?
Yep.
And straight to a plate because all my body weight warm-up stuff felt good, and with the current state of the diet, I am too lazy to want to squat the empty bar. I really freaking missed the heel juice from the weekend. Forgot that I'm doing 1.5s. Brain is not working good today. Sick. Laughing at Tyler trying out the sleeves over pants variation and not getting it quite totally right.
It's because I don't have any freaking calves to hold my pants in place.
And he's just going to run regular squats to my 1.5s, so it becomes easier for us because that means we shouldn't have to swap plates around. And I know I ran triples for the 1.5s last week, but what I'm thinking today is if I run doubles, I'll probably be able to manage volume a little bit better with the feels, and like it'll just feel better, and I'll probably be able to carry more intent through the entire set duration versus risking a little bit of fall off. I don't know, maybe if it feels really good, I'll run triples still, but that is to be decided. I don't know, maybe we'll do threes. Tight, control in. Good. Good. Yep. Okay, works that time.
But before we do that, if you are doing the same stuff over and over again in the gym and you're not making progress, it's not like it's just going to magically start working. What you need to do is identify the limiting factors of your lifts and then attack them in the right places with the right amount of effort. And if you need help figuring out how to do that, I'm a team activated so that I can coach you to be a better lifter. Prices are going to go up at the end of March, so hop in now to lock in some savings.
And for that, we're going to go back to back, getting in and out from the bar like as quick as we can, basically trying to kill each other with rest times. And that is a really fun way to make your speed work really fun. Pull, 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 pull. Good. Harder abs. Way harder abs. Control in. There you go. And Tyler just found out why this bar is really, really fun. Because if groove isn't perfect, she's going to toss you around.
Tight. Hold. Good hold. Yep. Hold. Yep.
Okay, way tighter. Control. Slow is smooth, smooth is fast. Yep. Good. There you go.
Yep. Yep. Yep.
Yep. Into the quads, in the quads. Good, stay in them. Yep. Hell yeah. Regarding the choice of running the triples today,
Let's go. Tight. Yep. Okay. 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 Hold.
woo! Okay, 2 more for you. Good. Leg curl in. More leg. Yeah. Sick.
Tight hold.
Fucking forgot the 1.5.
Tight hold. Good.
Made up for it.
Yep. Hold. Yep.
Okay. Let's go, dude. Yep. Pull in. Good. Sick.
Oh, I missed the ball.
Nice work. Update. Yeah, I definitely feel kind of like balls, but squats actually felt pretty freaking good there. I might have to make like the 0.5.51 squat a real thing because that rep was kind of fun. And now I'm gonna just take my shoes off, take my sleeves off, catch my break, catch my breath, can't talk, and then time for some sumo. And I just realized that I forgot to pack spare batteries, so hopefully the thing will last through the deadlifts, but we're just waiting for Miana and Britt to finish up with their pulls before we pull one of the bumpers off so we can slap steels over top. Woo! And I think what I'm gonna do about the bumpers on the bar is definitely don't want 3 on here, but I also don't think I'll need so much room that I have to pull more than one off. So we're gonna be lazy and just run the 2 bumpers on the inside and put steels over top. And figuring might as well pull the sweater off because there is an off chance that my arms will look jacked enough to run a thumbnail with the deadlifts. Was trying to not lose the mic when I was pulling the sweater off. That wasn't actually how hard it is for me to take clothing on and off. And let's find out if hook grip works from the floor. It might. Yeah, we'll definitely go up. I mean, no shit, we're going up because we're not stopping a max effort deadlift day at 2 plates. Not gonna leave her rolling during the plate changes in attempt to conserve battery, but got the pink liquid chalk on and activated Bison jersey available till March 30th, activateperformance.net. And if you guys use code YouTube, you can save 10% on the entire new drop. Sumo might be working. And so far, hook grip for the floor feels very promising. So, 4 on, feels right, we'll go straight to 5. Yeah, feels right. Only thing there is I didn't let the liquid chalk totally dry, so it was like slippery on my right thumb, but hook still felt really freaking solid, so I'm stoked. And this will be the see what kind of day we're actually going to have kind of set. Think we're going to have a pretty okay day. Like, what the fuck, dude? Does not make sense how good that feels. And like, my kind of concern with it feeling really freaking good is I'm not running sumo for the sake of pulling sumo. I'm running sumo because it's historically been a really good conventional deadlift builder for me. My conventional deadlift is like 120 pounds better than my best sumo. And my worry is that if sumo gets more efficient, like, will it become less of an effective conventional builder? But only time will tell. So, FIFO, straight to 585. That is so stupid. So watching the video back, realized I could do a way better job at packing my neck there and setting into the brace a little bit harder. But my best sumo ever is 639, so think I'm gonna load 615 and see if we make it at least halfway decent. So let's see if we can do a little bit better with that here. Oh. No, just too weak. Just like the lights were going out a little bit. Yeah, no freaking juice to budge that at all, which I'm not stoked on. Like, am stoked how they were feeling on the way up, and like that is nice to kind of feel like sumo's kind of okay for once. But I think like bottom line is we just gotta keep getting stronger when food comes back in. I guess like for now, keep trying to hold on to strength. But in order to do that, we're gonna move on to the conventional stiff legs next. And now that I've had a couple more minutes of plate unloading to think about it, like I am pretty stoked with the positioning because in reality, like the biggest reason my sumo deadlift sucks compared to my conventional is positioning. And I think that if we can get that more stronger when the food comes back in, it might be cool to see where we can take the sumo. But for now, gonna try to dial that head pack on the stiffies. Think we'll go 455. And I know reality is that if I want to like actually make sumo work, I am gonna need a lot more sumo practice, but that's also a lever that I'm gonna want to pull when I feel less like I'm gonna die. Because for now, I'd rather prioritize stuff like this versus doing like sumo volume or sumo speed work or whatever. And considering the circumstances, pretty okay with how that went. And I think for what I'm gonna do next, I'll do something a little bit abnormal because we're gonna strip the bar down to 3 and run some sloppy rows. Because what I learned during the last segment of the cut is that as the waist gets smaller, my mid and upper back tends to get a hell of a lot more exposed in regards to controlling ribcage position. And these guys, even if they look stupid, even if they aren't going to be the best for building any specific muscle, I find them really, really, really freaking insanely good for just building general mid, upper back strong. So just gotta pull one right to the top, down to the knees, bounce, pull, and I'll stop talking. And I think like the biggest value in those is the not strictness, the drop to the bottom, and having to catch that downward momentum of the weight and not let it rip me forward as I'm catching it. That is where the magic happens. And hopefully if I don't talk through the first 3 reps of the next set, it'll be less shitty. Okay, less shitty. Yeah, a little less shitty. And like back in my multiply days, I pushed those so freaking hard. I'll probably put a video on the screen of doing them really stupid, but for multiply squats, you need a freaking insanely strong upper back. For raw, like you don't need to row 6 plates ever, but I think like trying to make these a little bit better as I'm cutting will help me be less pathetic when the cut is over. And now that we've run a lot of backside stuff, we're going to move on to something leggy. And if you guys watched Cole's vlog the other day, you would have seen him do this first, but it's still something out of his playbook. And that is tossing the yoga block down to the seat to lift my ass up a little bit so that with my feet low on the platform, like I'm lifting my butt up relative to the feet so that I can get my feet closer to my ass, which means more total knee range of motion and feels way more quaddy than it did the other day. So I'm stoked. Good thinking, Cole. You guys should probably watch his vlog if you don't. He's actually kind of good at it. Like his increased awkwardness compared to mine, like almost works in his favor in regards to the vlog content. But I'm gonna have to toss another plate on, so I'm just gonna stop talking and go and do that. And we're back. That started when I had no idea how to start the intros of the vlogs, and I just kind of ran with it and kept doing it. Now I feel like it's kind of became the catchphrase of my YouTube channel, and I should shut up so I can control the bottom end better. So quaddy. Okay, what I think I'm going to do for the next set, instead of adding more weight, is I'm just going to push the seat forward a little bit to give it a little bit more range and hopefully make it a little bit more harder. That's what she said. Okay, work set number 2, and this feels like a very compacted position, so yay. So freaking nice though for what I want it to be. Yeah, freaking stoked with this setup. And we're gonna run the disgusting ass good morning machine now, and somebody left 2 plates and a little bit of band on here. Somebody apparently probably Miana's height, so we'll have to adjust that. But I figure we'll see how this feels for a start point and then make an assessment from there. Feels very worky, especially with a little bit of band on there. You guys probably can't see the band, I swear I'm not lying. Oh, ass cheeks ripping off. Gonna go up though. I was gonna say that I have no idea how this set will feel, but I feel like I know it's gonna feel shitty no matter what, so let's have fun. Oh. 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 That hip shove through is so freaking much of what my conventional lockout needs, but also so freaking hard. And I was kind of thinking of running the leg opener machine next, but Miana has been raving about how good this kickback feels, and no weight on it feels kind of promising enough that I want to at least investigate by putting plate on her. Woo. If you can't tell from my facial expression, this is very nice, but definitely needs more weight, so we're gonna go lefty for a couple just for the sake of trying to be a little bit even, just to also make sure nothing's sketchy over here. But yeah, we can go up, and I think this might feel very good. And like, what's cool compared to other kickbacks as I clank the plates is like right here, I'm having like really push down and initiate through the glute, and that carries so much ass all the way through to the end. But it also feels really light, so I think we're gonna go straight to 3 plates. Hopefully this wasn't a bad choice. No, very, very good choice. This is freaking fantastic. Wow. My ass better freaking grow. Oh. Oh. And I think what's going to be hilarious is like, I have a feeling that having all of this like direct glute work is going to help my glutes be less of a limiting factor on my conventional, and it's going to be funny because if my conventional blows up training here and all I've really changed is I've done like booty girl stuff, I don't know, that'll be funny. I was trying to say it'd be fun to do booty girl stuff and have my deadlift go up, but I'm going to shut up now because brain not working. Bah. Oh, so good though. And 3 was hard enough that I think I'll just keep it there and leave room to progress next week. Between sets, I went to lean on that thing, and that thing like slid forward because it's not like stationary static, and then I clanked my shins at the platform on the bottom, and it really hurt, and I'm really upset that I wasn't recording that because it would have been funny. But anyways, set 2. Oh. Oh. And I'm really trying to like control the eccentric with my ass, similar to what I've been doing on a reverse hyper, to take more ass, and I'm taking more ass for sure. Oh. Man, so freaking butt cheeky. Oh. Bah. Bah. Ah. Ah. Yeah, fit girl booty stuff definitely staying in the program for now. And the other thing that is absolutely, most definitely staying in the program is ab work, because the smaller my waist gets during the cut, the more important having strong abs becomes to make sure that my brace doesn't go total shit. And if you guys watched the last cut series, the biggest mistake I made during that is I really slacked off of my ab work, and then when it came time to be strong again, I had a really hard time being strong again because I had so much ab catching up to do before I could really wedge into a squat bar hard, wedge into a deadlift hard. So we're not making that mistake again. And this sit-up variation, even though this is definitely not a sit-up machine, so freaking, ow, gross. You'd think I would have learned my lesson last week when I banged my head off that, but apparently not. Okay, round 2. So freaking nasty. Not gonna bang my head. Head down, head down, head down. Think we're clear. Made it. And like this today, especially, did not feel very easy. Like trying to put together training when I feel the way I do, not easy. Trying to put together a vlog when I feel like I can't even string 2 freaking sentences together, not easy. But just because it feels hard in the moment doesn't mean that you have to suffer through it, and doesn't mean that you can't have a little bit of fun, because the difficulty in trying to figure out how to make the training session still productive, that can become very fun. The difficulty in figuring out how to put together a vlog when my brain is working at 1/10 speed that it normally does, like, it's fun to kind of have to get a little bit more creative and get more comfortable with misspeaking and just going with the flow when I have the wrong words coming out of my mouth. And it's going to be a good challenge, because if I can get better at doing it right now and still make right now not suck, when food comes back in, training is going to be so much better, and the vlogging is going to be so much better, and everything's just going to be better. And I know it's not going to be all sunshine and rainbows, because there will be new difficulties associated with meat preps compared to cutting. But I think the big point that I want to make across these whole like cutting vlogs, cutting series is that, like, going on a significant calorie deficit, losing a bunch of weight, like, there is a lot of it that does freaking suck. Like, it doesn't feel good. I want to eat snacks all the freaking time. I wish I could just go home and eat a giant ass bowl of cereal and 17 pints ice cream, but I can't. And the fact that I can't, yeah, it does kind of suck, but I don't have to suffer just because I'm hungry and just because I want food. Like, I'm trying to frame it as, like, I am excited to be this hungry, because being this hungry and seeing the scale goes down, like, it's telling me that the shit that I'm trying to do is working, and that is what makes it fun. So that was a little bit of rambling, but I think big point is that hard shit, make it fun, and it's still gonna be hard, but it's at least gonna feel less shitty. So guys, thank you so much for watching. Peace out. Have a great rest of your night.